2, 10, 3, 1. All right, anyway, so now let's get to the Bricks and Minifix segment. So, there's been a few updates since the last time I streamed, last time we've covered it. So, there's a couple of updates to go over. First, Reckless Ben may be finally allowed to release part 3 of his Bricks and Minifix investigation. So, it seems like the court may actually give him permission. Former franchise owners want a judge to change or dissolve the temporary restraining order Ben says is keeping the video offline. Now we'll go ahead and skim through this article and just point out the important stuff. We won't read all of it because we do got other sources as well to go through. But we will go through this article. So let's go ahead. Stop screen, share screen. All right. Sees it up. Okay. See, StreamYard's been working better. I've only been having to do it one time now.
Yeah.
Reckless,
I was a little worried it would do the thing it did, but nope.
I know, but it hasn't done it this stream, and it's kind of weird. Reckless Ben's Bricks and Minifix investigation part 3 could be back on the table after new court filing. Reckless Ben's long-awaited Bricks and Minifix investigation part 3 could be back on the table after former franchise owners asked the Utah court to change or dissolve the order that he says is stopping him from posting it. So it seems like the Gormans are actually trying to make sure that this part 3 video comes out. And I feel like part 3 should come out because we need to know all the updates because there's so much that's going on behind the scenes and we need to know about not only that, but you can't hide all the threats you made. You can't hide all the illegal activity. In fact, the court should use that video because I'm sure that video probably does have sources of them threatening Ben and doing illegal shit like part 2 and part 1 had. So it's like Ben has a right to upload that because in fact that could be used as evidence in court. So it's like, yeah, I feel like that video should be out because it will tell us more about what's going on. Maybe Ben could also correct the whole number estimation thing with the CoffeeZilla thing. Like part 3 needs to come out and more videos on the situation from Ben's point of view need to come out because we need the information. He's the one giving all the information. Bricks and Minifix are not being honest about it.
Also, Triton, if you hear any noise in my background, it's the rain hitting the window.
All right, you're good then. Which, by the way, I think I'm losing my voice from all the talking. But that's fine. We'll still continue the show. Anyways.
But yeah, it's raining really bad here.
But yeah, back to the topic at hand. Yeah. So, let's see. So yeah, we already know about that. On June 9th, yeah, we covered this already. Basically, they're arguing about how like it's morally right to upload the video. So we're good on this. So we can go ahead and stop that. So before we get to the other piece of information, any thoughts on Reckless Ben possibly being able to upload part 3 finally?
I think the public put a lot of pressure on these guys, and that's why they're lifting the restraining order.
Yeah, because that's the thing. A lot of people want to see part 3.
And they realize they're losing a lot of money, too.
They're losing a lot of money. Not only that, but even when CoffeeZilla did a whole fact check, they still ended up being in the wrong. They still are not innocent. So public perception, even though a lot of people, I see a lot of jackasses flipping on Ben, and I think that's retarded. But I still think it's like a lot of people still don't like Bricks and Minifix because CoffeeZilla even admitted that, hey, they still did fucking steal the fucking Legos. Like, it's just, it wasn't as much as they thought. But it doesn't mean it's still not a wrong. Like, it's still a wrong regardless. You know what I mean? A wrong is a wrong. You can never fucking, you can't just write a wrong because it's not as severe. If it's still a wrong, it's still a wrong. So, now this other update, which, let's see, do I have this one bookmarked? Yes, I do. So another one, which is this is a funny one, funny update. Even though Reckless Ben's not allowed to, hold on, what the fuck? Oh, I shared the wrong fucking tab. That's fine. Let me go find it. There it is. Even though Reckless Ben isn't supposed to be legally talking about bricks and minifigs anymore, he is still doing a protest. He was at the American Fort Police protest, protesting against the corruption of the American Force Police Department and bricks and minifig. In fact, he's wearing a COVID mask. He's wearing I think it's like a beard or something. He's wearing a disguise so people doesn't know it's him, so they don't get arrested. But people know it's him because his friends are here. These are people in his videos, and that's how they knew it's Ben. In fact, if you pull up this, that's literally Tyler from his videos. It's like, you might as well have made everyone wear disguises because you would have been caught that easy. But y'all got caught easy because your minions didn't wear disguises. So it's like,
my guess is they wanted to get caught.
Yeah, they just wanted to be funny and have
making a
wear
statement.
disguise. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like they're all legally fucked. Like Ben's not the only one being sued. This guy's like they're all being sued for being part of it. So it's like, but I will give them a W though. It is patriotic to see they're still protesting. They're still fighting for the cause. And that's why he's been supporting Ben to the beginning and to the end, because he's still fighting for the cause and he's still fighting against corruption because he knows he's been wrong and he ain't just going to let corporate get away easy. Even if there's a mistake on his end, it's like corporate's still in the wrong because they still stole over $100,000 of Legos. That's still a lot. Even if it's not 200,000 like the original estimate, the fact that they stole that much still is still a lot. Not only that, but they could have made this right. Instead of arresting Ben, making false police reports, making false bomb threats, and slandering the guy and making it worse, they could have just talked to him, did an investigation, and figured this out and be like, actually, it's $100,000. It's $100,007 of Legos instead of this fake 5 to 2,000 number and all this. They didn't have to lie. They didn't have to purposely lie. They could have just told the truth and did the fucking research at the beginning, and this all could have been solved. And this video, if it would have been made, wouldn't have been as harsh. In fact, Brandon and Josh would have been the bad guys, not Bricks and Minifigs. But since the CEO was involved in making the false report, that's why they got labeled as the bad guys. Because guess what? You were involved slandering the dude. You were involved in getting Ben falsely arrested. You were telling the police to be corrupted. You were basically ordering the police to be corrupted and broke so many damn laws over being wrong, over you like making a fucking business error. It's like, okay, cool. People make business errors all the time where they didn't fucking pay to just either pay Brian back or get the Legos back. That's all you had to fucking do. You didn't have to fucking, spend any money if you just gave all the Legos back. That way, you didn't even have to argue about it. Just look at all the fucking records you kept, find all the stuff that's Brian's, give it to him, problem solved. You don't even have to argue the value. Just get what's fucking his and give it to him, and then be done with it and do business elsewhere. Then you won't be in this controversy. But because you're suing Ben, trying to silence Ben, trying to silence a content creator, and you basically expose the police corruption of the American Fort Police Department. Now this is a bigger story because it's about corruption. It's not even about just Legos anymore. It's about the corruption and slander you guys did. That's why this is a big story. This is why people care about this so much. This is why Ben's still not giving up, because this is a bigger story. It's not about just Legos anymore. It's about corruption. It's about the police department and corporate companies like you having too much power, willing to lie and get away with it. That's the problem. That's what we're all against. And that's the main issue. That's been the issue of this shit. That's what we've been having a big problem over. And yet they just don't seem to care. They just think that Ben's in the wrong somehow, even though they're the ones lying. It's like, bro, you're the ones that lied on the man. That Amanda chick fucking lied. Is she going to pay the contract is Ben going to sue her for that contract because she owes him like what $40,000 for kicking him out that many times because every time it's like fucking $10,000 or some shit like that. Which that is clever. That is clever, bro. That he fucking got her to sign a contract like that unknowingly, and it's fucking legal in the state of Oregon to do that too. So it's like you are fucked. That is so fucked. Amanda's fucked in that lawsuit. Josh and Brandon are fucked in the lawsuit. And that's why Bricks and Minifigs are fucking suing him because they had to let Brandon and Josh go because of the situation, because of the public backlash. Public backlash got so bad where they have to let one of their franchise owners go. Both two of them actually. And that's why they're pissed because they lost a lot of stores because of that. And that's why they're pissed because they think Ben is ruining them. But guess what? They're ruining themselves because they're the ones that caused this. They're the ones that brought their shit on themselves. So they can't blame anybody but their own damn selves. Point blank, period, end of story. Like literally point blank. So before we go ahead and end it, do I have to point the camera at you? Do it again, and I'm just gonna get the fucking camera pointed at you. Fucking docs to reveal who you are. Fucking weirdo. By the way, that's a joke, but he's been on stream before, but still. Fucking wanting to do that. It's like you want fame. You're asking me off camera. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. So Torin, what's your final thoughts on Reckless Ben going to the protest and him being able to upload Part 3 and all that?
Oh, I don't think he should have gone to the protest. That was a risky move. He could have gotten arrested.
He could have. Like, if the police were active that day and they really wanted to fuck him over, they could have arrested him. They could have arrested him and Tyler. He doesn't even have a disguise. You literally got arrested before with Ben, and you literally got arrested in that raid, and you're here just taking pictures. Like, of course, if you're going to be around someone that has the same hairline as Ben wearing a disguise, of course they're going to know it's fucking Ben. Go back to Mexico, Ben. Literally, go back to Mexico. Until this lawsuit's over, stay in Mexico. You're going to get arrested. I'm sorry, but you need to stay in Mexico. You have the money. Go back in Mexico and hide. Like what? Did the cartels tell you can't be there or something? Go to Colombia then if that's the case. Get out of here. You don't need to be here. You're going to get arrested. I get you have family, but tell family you have to wait. Sorry. Like, come on. Take your family with you. You're a millionaire. You can take your fam with you. Take them on a vacation. Have them live out the country for a bit, you know? Like, stop at the excuses. Look, I get you like this country. I love this country. But if I'm being mistreated and my country's going to betray me like that, I would leave my own country. I'm going to be real. I would have to. Because why the fuck am I going to stay in a country that's just going to betray me legally? Until the legal proceeding's done and I can't falsely get arrested, of course I'm going to leave the country if something like this ever happened to me. If I was in Ben's shoes, I would have stayed in Mexico. You need to go back to Mexico. Take the little friend. Take all your friends with you. You all need to get the fuck out of there. That's my final perspective. You got anything else to add?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. I keep doing that. Did I accidentally cut you off?
No.
Okay. So I keep forgetting because I just keep talking. I kind of be like Lilith in the way, like especially on stream. I'll just keep talking and I'll interject and I'll forget the other person's talking. It's like I gotta, I know it's my stream, but I gotta let people talk sometimes. But as long as I didn't cut you off, then I'm fine. But yeah, that's my final perspective. I think that's the thing. I agree with you. I'll say one thing. Right, I'll make one more point about it. Right. I agree. I don't think Ben should have went to the protest. I think he should stay in Mexico because it's like they're just gonna fucking arrest you. They work with they know you live in LA, and they fucking publicly told everyone you live in LA. So it's like they're working with the Los Angeles Police Department to have you arrested. So you going over there is just gonna make them more pissed at you. It's gonna get the LA police to arrest you. You need to be in Mexico and fight this case in Mexico. And then once the case is resolved, then come back. But you need to make sure they can't arrest you, dude. You got to make sure because you shouldn't get falsely arrested over this shit. You need to fight this shit to the end. To the end, my brother. But that's the end of that fucking whole scenario. Let me know what y'all think in the comments of this video because this will be clipped and okay. Timestamp.